Hey guys, welcome to PONGd game development video log or log. We're just going to be, or I'm just going to be talking about general updates towards Google Play and iOS App Store. Yeah, both those things, whatever the updates that needs to go out to the developers, I'm just going to be talking about it. And today I just started doing these videos because I just want to mention something that happened to me. So whenever I'm actually uploading games or uploading apps to App Store or Google Play Developer Console, whatever the issues that I face with, I'm pretty sure most of you or some of the developers will face the same issue. So today I'm going to be talking about gambling applications like roulettes, card games, casino games, slots, and all sorts of stuff. Google Play doesn't actually block you from uploading your apps. Pretty much it's littered with slot apps. If you go to that gambling or casino section, it's simply littered with all sorts of slots. That's the main thing that is there. Pretty much all the games or most of the games are slot apps. So because they are making good money from those kind of apps, and the CPM or CPI, the return of investment is really good. So they're doing a lot of marketing. And but the marketing, when we talk about marketing again, Google Play, AdMob actually requires some sort of a license or some sort of certification in order for you to actually use AdMob to market your application, even whether it's for Google Play or iOS. If you're going to use AdMob or to market or promote your application, then you need to have some sort of license. I have absolutely no idea because I didn't do any research on it. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about App Store not allowing individual developers to upload gambling related or card related games or applications to App Store, because this happened when I actually tried to upload a Kino game to App Store through my individual account, and they simply rejected it, saying that we're not accepting gambling related applications or games for individual accounts. You need to have a company account or registered account. There are two options when you register for a App Store developer account. One is actually individual and the other one is actually company related, where you need to sign up using a DUNS number, DUNS number, that you can acquire from DUNS website, or they have a lookup within the App Store itself, developer console itself, and you need to get the DUNS number if you have registered your company in whichever country that you are in. Most of the countries have that DUNS registry, and if you don't have the DUNS registry, you can request for it and they'll update it. Usually, as per my experience, the DUNS registry updates in about a month's time after you register or after you request. If you request, probably they'll just verify it and then give it to you in a week's time, because 6 months back when I actually tried to register, I have a LLP, which is from, it's like LLC in Europe or USA. We have LLP in India, a limited liability partnership. I thought I'll just use that to register a corporate account or a company related account with iTunes. But the problem was DUNS, the company, actually said, I don't know the abbreviation for that company. They said they don't actually accept LLP towards, they don't provide a DUNS number for an LLP. But after a while, about a month back, when I actually tried to look up my existing company, it already had a DUNS number assigned to it. So they are accepting LLPs and they are automatically registering LLPs and then giving them DUNS number. We just don't know about it. They don't actually send you a detail or provide you details that you have been given a DUNS number. So you need to look up. and it's just based on the address that you actually register your company with. In India, there are a lot of auditors or companies which actually register the company for you. That most of the people, they don't actually go and register themselves. So most of the time, the email address associated with the company is actually the email of the auditor or the company which is registering you, the LLP or private limited or whichever. So just make sure when you're actually registering it, check out that your email address is registered with it. Actually, I don't think most of them happen like that, but when I registered it, I made the mistake or blunder of not updating my email address in the registry. So that became a problem when I actually applied for a corporate account. Enrollment, actually it took about 3 days time when they verified it, and then they just simply said that the details doesn't match up, the email address, the website address. I actually lost the domain name due to some mishaps, and these two things don't match up. So they had to actually, I have to upload verification documents like letterheads, registration certificates if you have any, and upload these documents to get a corporate account. So these are the things. So basically they're not allowing gambling related applications to the App Store, and especially slots unless you have something unique towards your slots game, they're not accepting it. And recently App Store has been very diligent and then very thorough about the kind of games that they allow it. Even if your game actually has a similar name to an existing game or a similar game to an existing game, especially clone games or reskin games, they just look at it. If you've not done a good enough job and if you're not actually providing extra features than the existing features, let's say that word candy or word shop and all that linking games, word linking games, character linking games, basically we don't have any uniqueness to it, especially the reskin games. They just change a few of the images, user interface, but the gameplay or the levels, name of the levels and all that stuff remains the same. So they just simply reject it. I've actually tried to reapply or send emails to the review team a couple of times when I used to actually do reskin games and then upload it. They just simply rejected, saying that this has the exact similar gameplay to an existing game. So we're not allowing reskin games, and they actually literally say the exact same words, saying that it has existing gameplay. There is already multiple applications which are in the App Store or existing application which is in the App Store which looks exactly the same. So we're not allowing it, and then just simply reject it. And if you actually keep on replying to that, or if you just keep on bugging them, they actually might terminate your account. I'm not sure because that never happened to me, so I'm not sure how the termination works with App Store. But for Google Play, if you just get enough complaints, if somebody complains or the review team actually looks at it and then say it has the exact same thing, they just terminate your account. That happened to me before. That is because of reskin games, mainly reskin games. So I stopped doing reskin games, or at least when I'm actually doing reskin games, I make sure that it doesn't look like the original game. And we are also selling source code exclusively on Sell My App. So I usually tell the buyers of my source code to make sure that reskin it thoroughly. If you want to get published to iOS, just make sure that you reskin it thoroughly so it doesn't look like an existing game. Because we did Pong like game, or what is it called? Yeah, we did a game. We worked on it thoroughly from scratch. The code was written, and the reskin, towards the reskin, the client requested, it was for a client's project. The client requested that we do buy a skin or asset from graphic graphic.net, and integrate it, because he didn't. Whatever the reskin that I did was, the customer was not pleased with it. So the customer said that, we buy that asset and then we use it. And when I uploaded it to the asset store, App Store, the first time it got rejected, saying that, future it might change, blah blah blah, the whole terms. And I sent them a review request stating that, no, it is a unique game. These are all the features that we added extra. There is no specific game that is available on the App Store like this, because the game we actually did about 600 levels, so that itself is a unique feature. Rest of the games which were on the App Store had only about 100 levels to that particular gameplay. It is a very common gameplay. So when we sent it, they simply said, okay, we'll approve it. The game was approved, but there was a small bug. In order to fix it, we did an update in about a week's time, and then they simply rejected it, saying that it has a skin, that the skin of the game reflects something else. And after that, when we did the research, it was a blunder from my part and the client's part. When we did the research, there are a couple of applications which also bought that particular graphic river asset and then uploaded it. So that this is probably the 5th game that the App Store has with the same skin. So now we have to work on a completely new reskin and upload it to the App Store. So these are the main things that you need to do when you're actually uploading it to the App Store, because it is very important that you reskin it thoroughly. It does not look like the existing game. Or the best thing to do is search App Store with the keyword of your game, the main gameplay of your game, like Candy Crush or whatever, and make sure that whatever the games are coming up, they don't have the skin that you're using. If you're buying assets from different places, just make sure that you're actually getting a designer, graphic designer, to actually get you a new asset that looks unique, so it gets approved. I mean, if you have a good enough game, if you have a unique game, App Store still accepts it. App Store still releases it. There is no problem, because recently, for the past week, I've actually uploaded, and then unique games which have been uploaded with the existing gameplay that didn't have that much competition. One is Fortune Wheel of Fortune, the game, TV show game. So we actually uploaded gameplay with a complete, since the whole game is written in-house, proper code. So they just approved it. I uploaded it one evening, and the night itself it went into review, and then it was approved in about 5 to 10 minutes time. So it still happens when you have a unique enough game. It still happens when you're doing a reskin game. Just make sure that you have a completely unique game. So yes, that was pretty much what I wanted to say, but I just ranted on for a while. I hope that you actually found something useful out of it. So if you're interested in actually developer stuff, mainly with things to do with App Store, Google Play, develop console. So I think I will actually, going forward, this will be a channel which is dedicated to this kind of stuff. So if you're interested in finding out what the struggles that I come across or developers face, just make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you get the notifications. And again, the YouTube algorithm is changing a lot these days, so I'm not sure how it's going to work out. So anyways, make sure you subscribe if you like this video, hit the like button, and anyways, I see you on the next video. Bye.